My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Alright, today is July 10th, 2026. It is 2:47 a.m. This is the first video. Alright, so let's go on X. We have some stuff regarding Well Child, IG, Invictus Games, and some discussion with the squad we're having. I try not to go too much onto the noises because I'm just tired of these things. Alright, so we're gonna start with this. Alright, Jeremy Vine. Quote, I really don't want anyone, Prince William, that's spiteful as a king. This caller feels sorry for Prince Harry and says William is jealous of him. Alright, 1 minute and 6 seconds. Let's listen.
Yorkshire High.
Hello,
Are you feeling sorry for Harry?
I am.
Right, so you're the first to say that, but it's good to hear from you. Tell us why.
Because I think ever since he was the third leg on the stool of his brother and girlfriend or wife, they were happy to do everything with him. As soon as he met someone else, I think his brother's very jealous of him. And he's changed completely since he married Catherine.
Okay, Marilyn, thank you very much. So
I
you think it's more on William's side?
He has more influence on his father than he should.
Okay. William, you mean, or Harry?
I really don't want anybody that spiteful as a king.
Okay, well, so now we're on William. Right. Whoa. Well, we don't necessarily need evidence to talk about things.
No, it would be nice.
Court of law. It would be nice, yeah. Well, there are books and stuff. Thank you, Marilyn. After the break is...
Okay. I think what happened with this, the royal family, they are too comfortable. They've got away with pretty much everything. So as they continue with the same tactic, and meanwhile, Harry just focusing on his mission, his work, whatever he is doing, he focus on that. And he dealt with the royal family already. Since the syndrome, he's done. He did the Oprah interview to clear some confusion that were on the newspapers. He cleared that up with the Oprah interview, and he did his book. He's moved on. His book is his perspective, his life story. So he's done that, and now he's just focusing on his work. He doesn't need to deal with the father. I mean, with the exception with the security and stuff like that. So once they give him the final answer, he just move on. He find a way to navigate around and do things, because the UK is his country. His country. He was born there. Same as Archie. That's their country. Alright, let's see here. Let's read some of the comment. Here is a recent investigation into Yorkshire, really. You won't find one like this about Harry. Exposed. The Channel 4 dispatches the Sunday Time investigation has finally stripped away the mask of Prince William, £1 billion Duchy of Cornwall, while he lectured the nation on his Earthshot program. Well, since he did the Earthshot in South America, what country did he go? Was it Brazil? I forgot the country in South America. And he said the Earthshot is for profit. And I was kind of shocked, because I thought it was like an organization to help people who have ideas of creating whatever, anything that is how do you call this, I can't think of the word, like natural resources, renewable energy, this type of thing, and these people don't have the fund, and Earthshot will be there to provide the fund. But since he went to South America and he did that interview with Cristiano Amopour, he said that's a for profit. So I was like, okay.
Around them has been truly phenomenal. I'd like it to be bigger, and at many points this is a rallying call for those businesses and those people who are out there who may not have had contact with the Earthshot Prize before, may be interested. They need to come and meet these people, because once you've met them and you've heard them, you realise this is not anything that's it's not philanthropic. It's not a nice thing to have. They're commercial products that are going to make life better. They're going to create jobs. They're going to do incredible things for the planet, and they're going to make our lives better and healthier.
So that's not, I don't know how it works. Whatever I had, the idea of how Earthshot was, that's not what it is at all. Okay, nearly 1 in 7 of his rental properties are an illegal breach of energy standard. Alright, he isn't a steward of the land. He is a tax-exempt landlord, letting families freeze in unfit homes while pocketing a £23 million private income. The most galling part, he is shamelessly profiting from the taxpayer by charging the NHS for ambulance depot. Okay, whatever this tweet is talking about, I've highlighted in one of my videos. I think I remember the video, the thumbnails. It has like a wall, a brick wall or something like that. I highlighted in one of my videos already. This part on William's spiteful, vindictive behavior, right down to being prepared to put the lives of his only niece and nephew at risk, is appalling, and not a good omen for a future king. Will he do the same to one of his own kids in a few years if they dare to outshine him? I don't know. Alright, so that's the rest. You could pause and read. Next tweet. Sussex squad talking about King Charles. I think this one, it was on my list yesterday and I skipped it by accident. Alright, sorry Charles, you missed the deadline. This old man simply enjoyed toying with people, including his grandchildren. FM. Alright. Hopeful King Charles opened talks with Harry and Meghan to meet with grandchildren in UK within days. Exclusive. The king has instructed aides to find potential time in his diary this week to meet with Harry and Meghan, paving the way for emotional reunion with his grandchildren. Okay, as we can see from now on, since Harry been in the UK for 1 year leading to the Invictus game, we already know Meghan is not going, and Harry is doing his own thing, and hopefully I have enough time to squeeze as much as possible in this video, because Harry's in the UK. You could pause and read these. Okay, I'm not sure if I put this on my community board a couple days ago. I'm trying to avoid the noises as much as possible. Next tweet. Now we're covering IG. So happy for the original Invictus Crew. Alright, let's look at some of the images. So there they are here. This guy, I forgot his name. He's doing a lot of work for the Invictus. The Invictus community is thriving. There's that. Okay, fabulous train, fabulous people, awesome. Damn, my crush even got a nice smile. Alright, next tweet. Still about IG. Okay, all aboard the Invictus Train. A special service celebrating the 2027 Birmingham Games, Birmingham 2027, has been unveiled at London Euston, bringing the Spirit of Invictus to thousands of passengers over the next year. It's almost the same thing that Germany did. Dusseldorf.
Well, good morning everyone from Euston Station in London, where the Invictus Train, a very special train, has been officially unveiled. Its name, the Spirit of Invictus, and there are a host of ex-Invictus stars here and some very important figures in that movement. And what a special day it is. Now, the brilliant thing about this train is between now and a year from now, when the Invictus Games 2027 get underway in Birmingham, this very special train behind me, we're running its normal route between London and Birmingham on a daily basis, wrapped in Invictus signage. That's very special, and it will signal, of course, for everyone that Invictus are coming in 1 year's time to Birmingham 2027.
Okay, in this video there will be a screenshot as I share this video, but if you go on our port of view service, I will share it the way it is being shown because that channel is not monetized. Okay, what a beautiful name, perfect name. Where is the criminal manipulative bill? Oh God. Alright, they keep on saying, oh, they're making things like Harry is making Invictus about himself and whatnot. But they don't want the derangers are the one who keep on popping up on anything about Harry and Meghan to talk about Harry and Meghan. Alright, and as you can see, like this is a Sussex squad, this is a Sussex squad. They're focusing on what the video is about. They're not mentioning anything about Harry or anything like that. Does anyone outside of the UK follow Invictus? 99.9% of Americans don't even know what it is. I'm from the US. Anyway, I want to say more, but okay, so this is me responding. I'm from the US. I know exactly what IG is all about and how the idea of IG came from. So don't think Americans don't know about it. Not all Americans, but a good portion of Americans do. Americans love to support their vets, no matter the background. Alright, let's move on. I think this person is trying to diminish Harry's IG thing. Next tweet. Alright, so this is right from IG. Like I said before, this video, you're gonna see screenshot as I played in this video. But if you go on our port of view service channel, or perhaps Invictus Games, if they have their channel, most likely you will see their videos clear without interruption because they own the right to it. But in this video I'll be putting screenshot. But if you go on our port of view service, I will share it exactly how it's being shown here. It's just that the other channel is not monetized. Okay, so even if YouTube decided to flag it, I don't care. Alright, two veterans sharing their stories about the impact the Invictus Games have had on their lives and what it means to be part of the launch of the Spirit of Invictus Train. Moments like these are what it's all about. This is for them and their entire Invictus community. Alright, so let me read the comments and before I go into that. Alright, the Spirit of Invictus, thumbs up. Great to hear from the vets. I've never seen a single story about veterans. This person blacked the comment. Yes, there have been plenty. Where do you black it? There have been plenty. Some of them I've shown on our port of view service. I have some. I think I have some of my videos. I will share it with you after I share that. Okay. What a day. What a community. What a train. Full of grace to have been part of an epic event with We Are Invictus and at Birmingham 2027. Thank you to JJ Chalmers for his short interview. Legend. We are all in a journey. Alright, let's listen. Screenshot in between.
The journey continues here at London Euston, and I've stumbled across this geezer.
Hello.
JJ Chalmers, no less, off of the telly box.
That's me.
But JJ, we talk a lot in our recovery pathways, something you have been on, and we're always on a journey. But what does the word journey mean to you?
I mean, I won't lie, it's a big Strictly word, so it does somewhat send sort of shivers down my spine from what I did 5 years ago there. But no, you're absolutely right. The reason they love it on that program, the reason that it's so important is that it's your own experience, but it's the way that it connects to other people, I think. For me, you know, what is my journey? And I would say in many ways it started when I joined the Royal Marines age 17, all the experiences that have come as a result of that, good and bad, to where you are and the place I stand in right now. I know it's where I want to be. I've got the life I want to have. And so when I look back at the pain and the struggle part of it, I'm able to live with that. And then when I look at the joy of that, the journey, well, I mean, that in itself is worth it alone, let alone to be where I am.
Oh, JJ, you have guided us, a lot of us, on this journey and inspired us, and it's been great to witness you. And you do know that I used to ballroom dance.
Twinkle toes over here.
5 years. I've danced at the Blackpool Ballroom, just saying, at the age of 15.
Minutes Blackpool.
Just saying. But like any journey, it requires a partner. And the importance of our families on these journeys cannot be understated. How important has family been to you on your journey?
Yeah, I mean, like when I woke up from my coma, you know, from Afghanistan, my family were around me, you know, mum, dad, my girlfriend, but my family's grown since then. You know, I've now got 2 amazing kids who are the absolute centre of my world. They're the reason that I do everything, not just to provide for them, but to support them and, you know, turn them into the human beings that they're coming. And my new partner, Sophie, she's a huge part of my life as well. And like, I know that my life, much of the success has come from surrounding me with the right people. Now, we know that in the military, in the world of Invictus, for example, it's quite easy to surround yourself with the right people, because we're just like, look at this community, look at these people, and they've kept me right over the years.
And that is what you're going to witness today, the magic of community, the power of recovery sport and families. I mean, my wife is due with our second child Saturday, so we're about to go on a train, and if I pull the emergency cords, there's a good reason why. JJ, thank you so much, mate, really appreciate it.
Pleasure, pal.
I think that was a very good interview. The reason it's I feel like it's a good interview, because this is exactly what Heavy wants. For these military men and women to continue with their lives, because at the end of their career in the military, it seems like the government neglect them, like they have no use for them anymore, and they will stay and suffer with whatever mental or physical pain that they're going through. Their respective government just neglect them. So what Harry is doing, he wants to pick them up the moment that their government, or it could be while in the military as well, if they could get whatever. But anyway, let's focus on the mission. Is that Harry lift them up and said, there is a whole life ahead of you, so pick yourself up, let me fix you up, whether it's to get the prosthetic leg or get the medical need, the psychological help and things like that. Help them and make them view life in a different perspective based on their current body structure. Am I explaining it correctly? And then they move on, because once the body that the mind and body that they had when they walked in to or sign up for the military, it's not the same body and mind that they have once they left or once they leave the military. Okay, so there could be some, like Invictus have said, seen, the visible and unseen kind of injury that these men and women face, and Invictus sort of help them. Okay, it's not just the sport aspect that goes on. Like this tweet I was just reading a few moments ago, that the person saying, what was it, if they've seen what Invictus is about or something like that, I forgot. But Invictus is much more than just the sport and the competition. Okay, after the Invictus game, where we see them doing the exercise, competing with each other and their personal best. So what do you think happened once the game is done? There is a lot of things that is being done in the background, where they sometimes they do meet up, they go hiking, they do different things. Whatever the issue might be, they find a help for the injured servicemen and women to get the help. Okay, so Invictus is much more than just the game. Alright, like I just told in that comment, I was like, yeah, I know what it is about. You know, on this channel, APTS Sussex, I don't talk too much about Invictus, maybe just the discussion and things like that. But if you go on our Port of Pure service, which I feel very bad. This year I have not put too much videos over there. I just don't have time. And I talk about the Invictus, all the work, the charitable work Harry and Meghan are doing. Okay, you guys are amazing. We are Invictus. I love that Harry took his mates on this wonderful journey with him, and they have meaningful roles in the IG Foundation. Thank you for your service. Love this. Congratulations. Yeah,
The journey can.
this interview, I really like it. It reminds me similar to one of the videos, was it Essence? That was something that Meghan went to. That was before As Ever came out. It was supposed to be what was it, the previous name that they had, and the Meghan's business had, and this woman was interviewing Meghan, and I was like, that's like the best interview. For a short period of time she was able to ask Meghan as much as possible, and Meghan answered, and you could fill in the blank, even though Meghan didn't say a lot, but she said a lot. If you get me. This is the interview that I'm talking about.
Something to do with it, but good shows are everlasting.
That's what you're doing now. You have now come into Hollywood in a producerial capacity. What is inspiring you, and as you're kind of looking to make these new projects, what is the thing that is, you know, driving the work that you're going to put out into the business?
Things that make people feel, I was going to say good, but it's more than that. Things that make people feel something, right? And feel a sense of community, but we have so many exciting things on this slate. I can't wait until we can announce them, but I'm just really proud of what we're creating. My husband is loving it too. It's really fun.
We're here anytime you want to make those announcements.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We'll figure out, we'll get in touch then. Yeah.
You're thrilled.
Okay, that was before American Riviera. I think that was the name of that. The business was supposed to be, and then it didn't work out, and it became As Ever. Alright, so I'm done with this. Some people said, if people know about Invictus, I have different little other videos about, I think him as well did a video about the Invictus. I have a couple things, but anyway, I'll share some of them with you. I may not show the entire thing, but I'll show you a little bit clips here and there. Alright, so there they are.
Good morning, Team US family. This is your co-captain Patrick. Today's September 9th, and last night we had a welcome barbecue with all the family and friends from the 21 nations here competing. Got to break bread together, meet everyone and their families, had a great time. Today is opening ceremony, so looking forward to that. We have special guest Macklemore performing live, so make sure you all tune in. And then tomorrow, first day of competition, we have powerlifting, track, field, athletes and competitors are ready, so make sure you tune in. Good morning, team.
Now let's continue. Next tweet. I have two more regarding IG. Oh, did I put it twice? Oh, what a day. I think I did. Community. Yeah, I did. Next one. Okay, so there's another one here. This is from Invictus. The Spirit of Invictus has launched. Thank you to the Invictus community for joining us to launch the Invictus Game Foundation train with London Northwestern Railway. The train is rolling to the Invictus Game Birmingham 2027. A minute and 43 seconds. I'll let it play. There might be screenshot in between, but if you go on our Port of Peace service, you will see it completely, or go on IG YouTube channel. They probably have it.
On this very special Invictus Train, the Spirit of Invictus, to Birmingham International.
I'm on board the Spirit of Invictus, which is taking us from London to Birmingham.
This train is pretty special. It's packed full of competitors, past, present, future, team managers, representatives from loads and loads of different nations across the Invictus Games community, all coming together to head up to Birmingham to really celebrate the launch and forthcoming activities that we've got going on.
A train journey is much like the journey of recovery that the Invictus Games Foundation supports for wounded veterans and those that have been injured in their service. It's not always straightforward, it can take longer than you think, but the destination is what's important. It's the recovery journey.
I am friends and family. I've seen the impact that the Invictus Games has had and the wider impact it has on other people like me, and it is just an awesome opportunity to celebrate.
I think it's given a lot of people who were unfortunately injured on service a chance to serve again, to be a part of the community and to give back.
Birmingham is a hugely important city to me and for many other wounded, injured and sick that are on this train right now, because it's the place where I woke up after I was wounded in Afghanistan. Week after being blown up, my eyes opened and I was in the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. That Invictus spirit that was born 12 years ago, I feel it today more than I probably ever have.
That's nice. And Harry was saying he wished that we would not be in need of the Invictus Games, because if we don't need the Invictus Games, guess what? There won't be any wars. So that's what that pretty much means. And as I was listening to it, I was thinking how the people of whatever country, respective countries, we have the same, not completely, but somewhat have the same feel, the same goal and when it comes to humanity. But our government keeps on dividing us, creating unnecessary, just look at what Trump is doing, creating unnecessary wars to create more division. What is being played here, I hope we get to it. I have one more tweet for this video, but I might share another video that has nothing to do with Invictus, because of the topic that I'm discussing here. Is that you know, with Trump creating division and people who are not from the US looking from the outside, the thing that is happening, yes, there are a lot of negative things that is happening individually, especially in the South, unnecessary killing and whatnot. But when you look at individual people, Americans, you know, there are some good qualities. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but there's a video that I came across about this German was being interviewed about the US, how he felt whatever perception that he was seeing from Germany about America is completely different, because now he is here to, you know, participate, to join, to watch the World Cup, and he was crying. I'll share it with you once I'm done with the IG. Alright, we saw this. Let's go over some of the comment. Incredible. Okay, incredible. Well done, guys. I love the name. There's a heart, so meaningful and so fitting. So where was Prince Harry? Alright, they keep on saying, Harry keep on talking about himself. This, they're focusing on the Invictus, and now this, the Ranger's talking about Harry. Alright, looks amazing. Well, hopefully you could go back and pause it if you want to finish with that comment that I just blocked. Look amazing. Well done to you all, and totally respect the spirit of Invictus. Let's go Invictus, go Invictus. Alright, this is my last one regarding Invictus, and I'm gonna share with you after that the German thing interview. Say hello to the spirit of Invictus. The Invictus Game Foundation and London Northwestern Railway today unveiled the Spirit of Invictus train, a specially branded train that will carry the name and spirit of the Invictus community across the UK rail network. The train is now in regular service for LNR and will be traveling around the UK, spreading the Invictus spirit ahead of the Invictus Games Birmingham 2027. There's that. The picture, there's more of that. There's this. And there's that. That's nice. Okay, there's this. Well done. A perfect name for the strength and resilience shown by all of the Invictus Games. Thank you, Prince Harry, for all you do. Respect. Oh, let's pause this. I don't want to get flagged. Whenever I see videos, I have to quickly pause. Fabulous. I want to take a trip on it. A brilliant way to support our veterans. Okay, wonderful. That's the name I voted for. It's perfect. So there's all of that. Alright, is there requirement to offer unknown substances and tongues of women upon meeting. Okay. Alright, so that's the rest. I think I might have shared that on my community board, so the comments, you could go on my community board to read them. Alright, so this is the thing I was talking about a few moments ago regarding this German man who was being interviewed about his perception of the US. Breaking. A German soccer fan who flew to the USA found Trump was wrong about blue states, saying there are no criminals in blue states. Break down into tears, live on air, saying he has fallen in love with blue America. I don't know which state he is in. Blue state meaning the states that tends to vote Democrats. Okay? But for him, what I have to say, even though I didn't listen to it yet, and I will be sharing it on my next video as well, is that he is a white man. Okay? He will find friendly faces wherever he goes. So I'm not sure which state he is in. Let's say, for instance, California is a blue state, New York is a blue state, and some other eastern states are blue states. But down south tends to be Republican, like Birmingham, Alabama, Tennessee, let's say, what's the other place? Texas, Florida tends to vote for Republican, the Trump MAGA type. In the north, you could have North Dakota, South Dakota, whatnot. Okay, but I'm just saying. But anyway, let's listen to him.
Sorry. It makes you cheery. Why? Help us understand. Why is it so impactful to you?
Sebastian Krauss never imagined his trip to America would be so emotional.
Yeah. No, you're human. Happy tears.
Yeah. In just a few weeks being here,
I fall in love with this country, and this was so emotional. I even cried in the stadium.
It's a huge departure from what he was expecting before traveling to follow the German soccer team in its World Cup run.
To be honest, I was a bit scared or had a fear to travel to the United States. News about shootings and criminals and that the country is not safe. Bob takes us home. It's great. America is great.
Sebastian met a group of strangers who offered him a ride to his hotel.
What is the best city?
Boston.
That's Bob Series and his family, New Englanders who showed a group of Germans that Boston is warmer than some might believe.
Okay, that's where I went when I went on vacation. The first 2 days we drove to Massachusetts. Boston is in Massachusetts. It's very nice. It's very nice, but the thing is that it's too expensive. I haven't put those videos or the images together. I want to share with my members, but I've shared some already on my community board. But let's continue.
Love USA.
Enjoy your time in the US.
To me, I watched the video by myself maybe 40 times. I had tears in my eyes.
Sebastian was more upset about the prospect of leaving America than Germany being eliminated from the tournament. That kindness he experienced is also what many locals and transplants have lived as well.
I loved living here. I thought the people were always so kind.
People here are very polite.
The World Cup just made it easier for folks to see.
I certainly talk to a lot more strangers than I normally do.
And you think it's because of the World Cup?
I do.
Americans are not rude, Germans are not rude. If we are together, we can achieve great things.
Sebastian's going to be sticking around for a little longer. He's going to spend the 4th of July in Washington, D.C. Then he goes back home to Germany to his family and friends. He's going to be telling them all about our country. And as for our good Samaritan Bob, I spoke with him over the phone. He says that he's just trying to pay back all the kindness that he received when he traveled the world, and he agrees New England and Boston are actually a friendly place.
What's the other state? The vice president, Kamala Harris, was running with, oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God, let me pause and look it up. Yeah, Tim Walz, okay, that's his name I was looking for. Minnesota, okay, Minnesota was named one of the nicest, friendliest states in the US. Once Trump got in office, he made sure create chaos over there. Okay? So this is what I asked Google. Was Minnesota named one of the best states to live in? Yes, Minnesota frequently ranked as one of the best states to live in and is often named #1 for overall quality of life. Trump made sure to create chaos over there. Okay, and there's some other things. I mean, I don't want to go too deep into it. You could look. They claim there were what do you call this? Somalis were doing some stuff over there, but at least I was aware Minnesota was named one of the best, friendliest place to live, the quality of life and things like that. But as soon as Trump came in, because I guess Tim Walz was running mate with Kamala Harris, probably fear he might run for president come the next time around 2028. So he's trying to create a stain onto those people, like California, trying to create a stain into the governor of California. So when he runs, I'm telling you, these people, they create chaos. Okay, they create chaos. They're not about creating better quality of life. It is sad. All right, I'm sorry this video turned into that, but since the discussion that I'm creating lead to that, I thought I'd share them with you. Okay, so I am done with IG. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for, I don't know, quality of life. I don't know. Quality of life. Let's see what I find. Alright, let's pick that. Dear God, I come to you today asking for your grace, peace, and strength in my life. Please grant me the wisdom to make choices that nurture my physical, mental, and emotional well-being. That's perfect with the IG thing. Help me to let go of unnecessary worry, find contentment in what I have, and cherish the relationship and moments that bring true joy. Fill my days with purpose and give me the resilience to face any difficulties with a steadfast spirit. In your name I pray, amen. I think this is perfect with the IG theme of this video. Alright, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And don't forget to check my shop. I have some, I think the link is in the description as well. And I have, there's some pictures I turn into jigsaw puzzles. So, you know, different ways you could help support my channel. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.